What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I know I'm a little bit late, but I was also waiting for maintenance to be over, and which basically just ended like 2 minutes ago now. So, some of you might still have maintenance because it seems like from my alliance mates, the game came back a little bit faster than it came back for me. But the game is up for me now. Alright, just checking my line chat actually, just in case I missed something. I don't think I did though. But what's up, everybody? Hayden Hollis, first one in here, followed by Abdi M, Chase, Shark, Boomboy, Zip Zip, Justine, Obi Don, Cocaine Teddy, Kurz, John Smith, Arrow, Jason Fernandez. What's up, dude? Good meeting you at Comic-Con. I think it's the first time seeing you in here since then. If it's not, then oh man, this con flu has me delirious. But yeah, anyway, it's good meeting you there, dude. All right, let's get a tweet out real quick though. Actually, let's put cutoffs up. Let's get the tweet going. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Nice meeting you. Happy to be the latest member for Loki. Yeah, dude. Alright, hang on. Dude, I've been struggling with the tweets lately. I need to get one going fast. Well, if it isn't Wallbreaker Jason. Yeah. You got tips on the Mystic Quest 5.341? Don't really want to rank up 5-star Ghost Rider or 4-star Sim Supreme or Stark Spidey. Yeah, it must be Sim Supreme. On the Mystic, well, rank them up. I don't know what to tell you, dude. It is the Mystic Quest. Grab your favorite Mystic and rank them. You sound better today, BG. Do I? Thank you. I just took a bit of a nap. Sounds like BG. O'Day, you could hear some congestion. Doctor Strange didn't work. Perhaps Dr. Voodoo next. You know what? We'll go with something like that for the tweet. Holy cow! Just scared like 7 deer. What? I've been cuddling with my cat for 5 hours. I want to get up so I could turn the lights out and go to bed, but I cannot disturb him. What do I do? Cats are already disturbed. Just, you know, don't hold back. All right. Doctor Strange didn't work. Excuse me. I'm afraid I'll have to try that voodoo magic this time. I don't know. Whatever. Yes, I am now live. Okay. Tweet. Yeah. People are gonna have like no idea what I'm talking about, maybe on Twitter. Anyway. What's up, PG? Name change was MBH 2044 6 hike. It's probably not how you say those numbers, but okay. Name change, got it. All right, let's. So Wait a sec. Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Let's do it up. Need to dump some AQ energy real quick. I was actually doing that right before the stream. 2 came up, and I had to knock out linked node real quick before I went live even. Oh, hold that thought. We have some slappings to do. I forgot to change this sound setting real quick. There we go. It's me for real, hitting that member button. Oh, it shows the banana in the what's it called? It shows the banana in the little thing now. It's beautiful. But dude, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Wait, that's not a new banana, is it? Because I think on your other name you had the banana. I'm not sure. At this point I can no longer remember, but thank you very much for the support, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome. Please enjoy all of the fantastic custom emojis just for you and anyone else that may or may not have a banana. Thank you. And then we got to take care of some business here for Ian Pinch. Saying, can I has slap burger with a spooky face? You may have a slap burger over my dead body. Just kidding. Slap. Ah, jeez. That one took a lot out of me. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate the tube, man. Thank you. Wait, went to park at house on street and saw like 7 deer scurry away from the headlights of car. Aha. Good evening, BG and Room at Jimmy Rock. Sup, dude? Was that? Oh, hey. Is this Jimmy D Rock? Now famous for I think that was you in the what's it called? Oh, hold on, I really got to do this note. I think I'm the last one holding this up. In the NYCC recap from Kabam. I think that was you. Seriously, my memory blows. But I'm pretty sure LaFleur started things out, pointing at you. Oh no, I knew I screwed that one up. Oh boy. Live, Hyperion, live, please. No. Damn it. It's me for real, Senator 5 now saying my computer broke and I finally got it fixed. Plus, work change doesn't let me join live as much anymore. Got it, man. Well, dude, I really appreciate the continued support. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, let me try to Venom this up. Come on, bud. Yeah, we're in the clear. I just need to not screw up the rest of this fight. I can eat some of his buffs. Oh, good. We got 3 of them gone that time. That was good. Oh, jeez. Keep it going. May have to not actually throw special ones. No, actually I have enough health to play with. It'll be alright. Is there another 3 from It's Me For Real? Thank you very much, dude. No. Now I have to evade another special too. Oh my god. I hate you, Red Skull. Tonight is not my night. It's alright. Just make it through this fight. There we go. We sent over... oh wait, that's not 3. It's 5. He said, here's $3 to start a chicken noodle soup fund. Well, thank you very much for the now $10 actually. Thank you. And okay, yeah, you do. Okay, so that is not a new banana. You've had it for 4 months now actually. So yeah, thank you for the continued support, dude. Appreciate it. I knew that wasn't the first time. But yeah. Thank you very much. BG, you wanna hear a riddle for intellectuals? Or is that actually supposed to be bear? Want a bear riddle? Want to hear a riddle? Sure. Alright. Well, made it through that fight. That's all that matters, I guess. Someone else is going for Omega. Excellent. How do you get an elephant on a Segway? I'm afraid to hear the answer to this. How? Wow, get good BG. I know, right? It should be like me. I once completed Realm of Legends. Actually, twice. Oh, dude, nice. Way to go. Venomous Red Skull is always a good time, especially when it's 1500 plus hits. I remember that fight, Meta. You take the S in Seg and F in Way. What? I don't know if I understand it. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go play something else. There's no F in Way to get an elephant on a Segway. Oh man, I was like, yeah, wait a minute. Okay, alright, there is no F in Way to get an elephant on a Segway. Got it. Would you pay $30 to remove the pop-ups? I would love to get rid of the pop-ups. It would go against my rules, so I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd have to suffer through it. But otherwise, yes. If I wasn't doing like a strictly free-to-play thing or whatever, yeah, $30 to get rid of the pop-ups, I would. They're quite annoying. Like the pop-ups after you open up like a crystal, and they're like, oh, hey, did you also want some tier 4 basic fragments at a ridiculous price too? No? Oh, alright. Well, we'll see if you'd accidentally click on it next time. Okay. Thank you. The owner sent over to, thank you very much, dude, saying, it's not what you're saying. Saying, can I become a member through my iPhone? I don't know. I actually don't know. I think people used to have to go through YouTube Gaming, if I remember correctly. But YouTube Gaming is something that YouTube discontinued. And I don't know. If anybody has info on that, please share. But I actually have no clue. Thank you for the 2, man. If you're unable to do it, hey man, no worries. I know you've sent over a bunch over the years to support through super chats and stuff like that, man, and it's very appreciated. So yeah, don't worry about it if you can't do it, but yeah. Thank you. Either way. BG, do you like Post Malone? I actually know nothing about Post Malone. I hate to say. I want to say that person makes music, probably, but I actually don't even know. So at BG, I got all the milestones in the basic arena. Roboto, I'm proud of you, dude. How's the Labyrinth stuff going? Have you made any progress on that path, or are you just taking some time to knock out the milestones instead? In your opinion, are the pop-ups a waste? Well, not all of them. There's some of them that are decent. Plus, it also depends on, like, I'm sure there's some people that okay, and this is a very, very small amount of small percentage of the player base. There's some people that are like, yeah, sure, I'll take this offer even though it's kind of overpriced, just because. But most of them are a waste, yeah, in my opinion. Still expects you to pay for a membership though, because he needs turtle wax every month. Oh man, B Daniels, you've purchased your you've purchased enough turtle wax for me. I do appreciate the continued support from you as well, though. I would not be here without you guys. What single level would you say Omega becomes good for content? Well, technically, I've used my unawakened 6-star to get through some pretty difficult content. So even unawakened, he's not like completely useless. But in order to be like the powerhouse that Omega, like his full potential, to live up to that full potential, I would say Sig like 60 would be like the absolute minimum to be used like frequently throughout quests, instead of just being that champion they use like in a pinch, and that is like really the minimum in my opinion. Like, you know, his damage scales all the way up to Sig 200 pretty decently well. And yeah, even at Sig 60, you're going to find that his damage, in some cases, a little bit weak. Oh god, how does Elsa work? Am I not supposed to be doing regular attacks here? I guess not. You'll never run out of turtle wax on my watch, or beads. Well, thanks, man. Matt Cyclops got 1 mil left in him before Ultron. Okay, nice. At what dog level would you say Omega starts doing heavy damage, I should say? Or is that Sig? What Sig level heavy damage? Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't know. 660 is like the... Oh, Jesus, I need to stop doing this. Why does this icon look like a football? Is that just me seeing that? Go away, Elsa. Yo, 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 did you see my video or the tweet I made? I didn't, Pete. I saw your... I did see, like, the, I'm guessing it's a certain Star-Lord fight. I saw, like, what you were posting in the Alliance chat. But that was about it. ABG, quick question. With the Black Friday / Cyber Monday coming up, is it worth trying to get the Cavalier this month? If I went Cavalier, it'd push me over the Tier 2 Alpha cap and would have to rank for someone I really don't want. Yeah, it probably is worth it. If you're thinking about getting offers from Cyber Monday, then yes, it's very likely going to be title based. And you know, if you're going to be spending the money, you want to get the most out of your money. Damn, the Tier 2 Alphas in the Overflow, you could find somebody to throw those guys in, even if it's not your most ideal rank up. I think it's fine to, you know, make a rank up that isn't something totally ideal if it's going to be getting you like better rewards, you know. You see the clip in Alliance chat or just a screenshot? There was like a 10-second clip. I think I saw that clip. What was it exactly, though? Was it you just going through that fight without, with like a full yellow bar? Is that what you were trying to do? I wasn't exactly sure what the goal was completely. Do you have any tips or tricks to get gold level 26? So right here, the arenas, this is the best way to get gold. The arenas are essential in this game. Typically the way people view the arenas is like, okay, you know, if you want to progress at like a fast pace in this game, you're either going to be spending money or spending time in the arena. I mean, you could do both too, to really get like everything. But for a lot of people, it's kind of one or the other: spend money or spend time in the arena. The arena is like the way to kind of replace spending. You know, you get battle chips, which you open up arena crystals with those, which will give you gold. It'll give you units. And then you also get premium hero crystal shards, which it's actually one of the best ways to get 4-star champions in this game. Even though there's only a 3% chance per crystal, per premium hero crystal to get them. If you play enough arena, you get enough of those crystals that the amount of 4-stars you get from them is kind of decent, especially early on when you may not be getting 4-star shards from too many different areas. Progress is still a little bit slow, so you gotta be patient. But what was I gonna say too? Oh yeah, so eventually once you start duplicating 4-star champions with those premium hero crystals, you could even sell the ISO that you get for like 60,000 gold, like per dupe. Make sure that you're not selling any of your champions. They'll give you the teeniest, tiniest little amount of gold for selling a champion, but if you pull a champion that you already have in your roster, you'll get ISO that will essentially sell for more. Also, a good way to save gold is to try your best to use the right type of ISO for your champions, which is as simple as just matching the class type of ISO to the class type of champion that you're ranking up. Cosmic ISO for Cosmic Champion and so on. That will actually save you gold in the long run. It's cheaper to use that ISO for the amount of progress you get for a level. So make sure you're doing that whenever possible. Sometimes it's even a wise idea to kind of delay a rank up a few days or something like that if you don't have the right type of ISO. Depending on how hurt you are on gold, at least. So yeah. BG only have 6.2.5 and 6.2.6 to 100% 6.2, but dreading them because I heard they are a whole new difficulty compared to the other ones. Kind of. I don't know. I mean, they are difficult, but if you've made it that far, 6.2.5 I don't think is going to stop you. The final champion fight's pretty rough. Uh-oh. Is Shark still in here for that Lola sighting? I mean, overall, I'd probably call 6.2.5 the most difficult quest. Most difficult single quest in the game. But it's I don't know, like it's mostly just playing around the global. You know, it's not like you're just taking absurd amounts of damage out of nowhere. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. You're not just taking absurd amounts of damage out of nowhere in that quest. The enemies, they don't have crazy through the roof attack or anything like that. It's going to be consistent with the quest you were just going through. You could take a few hits and survive and all that. Just a matter of kind of shifting your perspective on how to deal with that global, which I don't think presents like that crazy of a step up in difficulty. It's just difficult when you start like trying to clear that quest 100% and go through some of the gates, and you know, that's when the difficulty like really sets in. But if you're just doing like a single clear, I wouldn't sweat it too much. And then the final quest, the 6th quest, getting to the champion boss himself is not bad, but the champion boss is rough. It's pretty rough. So, you know, that fight you're just gonna want to be prepared for. Watch some videos, practice duel the champion to get comfortable with his animations and stuff like that. But in terms of like big increases in difficulty, I would say it's not. It doesn't. For me at least, it didn't feel as big as let's say going back to Act 5, when players go from 5.2.3 to 5.2.4. Like that felt like a bigger step up, personally. BG check, is the tweeters for 10-second clips, please? Love you long time. Okay. I think Shark was doing AQ. Oh no. Let me see. Watching clip. Pete, I'm not sure what I'm watching though. This is like the same thing that I watched in the Alliance chat, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I mean, I know what I'm looking at. It's Ghost versus Star-Lord. Oh, after Star-Lord Special 1. Oh, are you just like locking him in the corner? Oh, I intentionally missed to get close enough to heavy. Oh, that's okay. I noticed you were doing that, but I wasn't sure what you were like pointing out, I guess, basically. I just think it's cool. Yeah, man. That dude is fully locked in the corner. BG, what's mean by hashtag control champs? I don't know Kabam's like official definition of a control champ, but I always consider a control champion kind of just that someone that can really control the fight in some way. So like power draining is like a form of control where you're kind of controlling the enemy's special meter bit type of thing. I don't know if someone has like a better definition, because I don't think it's just power drain. Maybe stuns? I'm not sure. Show clip or call police? Well, you can check out Panda Man Pete's YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I cannot put the clip on stream. But Panda Man Pete's in the chat here. Click on his name, go to his channel, hit that subscribe button. You will see all the ghost goodness there. BG, you will 100% 6.2 after 7.4 comes out. 7.4. Well, that's bad news, because there's no such thing as Act 7. It's going to be Act 1 all over again. This is the conclusion of the first story arc in MCOC. And then they're going to start a new story arc. And I think the contest is going to see some big changes. Taskmaster is on the control list. That one confuses me. Maybe he's on the control list because he goes like immune to debuffs. Is that part of control? Maybe. I'm not sure. Are you better than Seaton? No. No, I lived in his basement for many years. Studied under him for quite a while, but no, it's impossible to be better. Hi, one-handed baby beauty beast. Wow, what a name. I'm one-handed too now. Thanks so much I could do. Awesome, man. Good stuff, dude. I'm pretty sure it was someone at Comic-Con. I don't think it was during a stream. I'm pretty sure it was someone at Comic-Con. I remember talking to someone saying that they only play the game one-handed, and for them, like, they didn't know anything else, and then they saw people playing with two hands at Comic-Con, and they were like, what? Just pretty funny. Taskmaster also has ability accuracy. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ability accuracy reduction as a form of controlling their abilities in that way. Yeah. With concussion, what's confusing is Ghost and Cole. Maybe Ghost controlling the fight. Maybe they're just mean like her phase, because you kind of I mean, you're really in the driver's seat with phase. You don't have to rely on parries or anything like that. They dash at you, and you have the total control of the fight. Like, I don't know. It's a bit of a vague term. I wouldn't really pay too much attention to it. The hashtag, really. BGA just 100% at Act 5 today. Pauses for applause. Excuse me. Miles, that's awesome. So, of course, I have the Big Boy generic, and I pulled Aegon 3 days ago. Should I awaken him and focus on Labyrinth or Omega and take him to Sig 100? I would strongly recommend going with Omega. Gotta be honest, it's a little bit. Omega Red. I'm not sure if you're running suicides or not. Omega Red without suicides, you might not use him as much. He's certainly still a usable champion without suicides, especially if you can find some way to get bleed on yourself. He'll still be fantastic, but if you're running suicides, then 100% the answer is Omega Red. If you're not running suicides, the answer probably still is Omega Red because of how useful he is, just all around. Aegon, yeah, he's amazing for Labyrinth, but I don't know. I would recommend focusing on like the variants probably before I would recommend Labyrinth. Not that you have to do all of the variant difficulties, or even all of the chapters within a variant difficulty, but just kind of figure out what you can do to start getting those 2015, 2016 rank up gems. Even if it's like just like chapter 1 of one or something, something like that. The sooner you can start getting those, the better. So you know what to do with like your rank up materials and stuff like that. Inferno saying, sending over $5. Thank you very much. Saying, hey bro, who should I take to rank 4, 5-star Havoc or 5-star Gwenpool? Depends on what you need, I would say. Quite different champions there. I'm not super experienced when it comes to Havoc. I would say more people are probably choosing to use Havoc these days than Gwenpool, if that helps, but yeah, it really does depend on what you need. If your Gwenpool is awakened, she can be great at surviving certain fights like Hyperion with power gain or something like that. Havoc, Havoc's an amazing defender. He's got some specialty use cases offensively. No, the way I said that made it sound like you can only barely use him in certain places, but he's actually usable in quite a few places. But yeah, they are very different champions. I don't know. I would probably recommend going with Havoc just because he's like the newer, flashier champion between the two. And he probably has more long-term staying power in your roster. But really, you got to take a look at what your needs are before making a rank up like that. And I'm just not sure what those needs are for you. So I hope that helps, man. But it's a little bit hard for me to say without seeing the whole picture. And thank you very much for the 5, dude. Appreciate that, man. No Kabam wanted to censor me. Dap, how could they ever censor you? Oh, with the maintenance. Yeah. When can we expect the OG Vision deal? Anytime soon? No idea. Gotta ask Kabam on that one. Which they probably won't have an answer for you, but yeah, no idea when they're gonna bring that back. Hope Abyss doesn't have anything like Labyrinth of Aid. Yeah, I hope it doesn't have Labyrinth of Aid either. I'm not sure what they're gonna do to make it challenging, but I really do hope it is very challenging. I hope you can't just use. I really hope you can't just use one champion to get through it all. I don't know. It's kind of, in my opinion at least, it's kind of lame when content is like supposed to be really difficult and then you just use one champion to get through it all. Labyrinth was made during a different time, so I'm not even necessarily like talking about Labyrinth, but just like the way the game's evolved. If they had the same thing happen for Abyss, I'd be pretty disappointed. Zachary DeSmith said over $2. Thank you very much. Saying for Act 6, rank 5 Ghost or rank 5 Captain Marvel. Well, Ghost is in my opinion by far the strongest champion in the entire game. If you are comfortable with Ghost, because she does have a unique playstyle, if you're comfortable with her, then that's going to be the way to go. There's no other champion can compare to her. Basically, highest damage dealer with the most amount of utility, and takes the least amount of damage in the game. She's a special one. But that's if you're comfortable with her playstyle. Captain Marvel is a beast of a champ too, so I would say like don't feel bad if you want to go with her just because you like her more or something. But yeah, if Ghost is in question, then Ghost is probably the answer. Thank you very much for the 2 though. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I would do at least. I would go with Ghost. The Abyss best fill many of tiny mugs. Yeah, the tiny mugs for our tiny tiers. Can you show your champions? I can make a quick detour to my roster after this round. I'm not going to talk about them too much though, just because I gotta get my arena on. I'll make a real quick detour. Rank 5 suggestions, Ghost or Cap Infinity. Depends what you need. As much as I was just saying Ghost is like the strongest champion in the game, there are still situations where you want to use other champions besides Ghost. But, that said, Ghost is the strongest champion in the game, so keep that in mind. And if you're comfortable with her playstyle, then once again, that's probably going to be the best champion to rank up. Barely into the grind for Torch. Think I can make it? Omar, I believe in you. But do you believe in yourself? You must believe. No, it depends on your roster and how much time you got, but it's still doable depending if you have enough champs and enough time. The evade is stupid. How does it ignore so many evade canceling mechanics? I know, it's kind of crazy that it does that. You have these champions with anti-evade. I mean, I went through there with Gwenpool, and there was many a time where I was above 50 combo hits and still saw that evade. Which is not a bug, it's just annoying. Alright, here's my 5 stars at least, the most relevant champs for the person that was asking to see my roster. PG, don't you get bored with Arena? Sort of. I don't really focus on the Arena. So, like, if I was just staring at my phone, full focused Arena, 2 hands on the phone, yeah, I would totally get bored of it. But I'm always doing something else. The Arena is kind of just some background noise while I do other things. Whether it's chatting it up with you guys or oh wait, just your 1 to 3 star, none above. Okay. Well, kind of already just did the. I'll show the 1 stars. I'm not going through all of them. Here's my 1 stars. Excuse me. They're beautiful, aren't they? Wait, crap. What was this? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the Arena is just some background noise for me though. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I have a poor attention span. And it almost helps me pay more attention when I'm like doing something else to kind of keep my brain distracted. Like if I'm just let's say I try to watch a movie, and this is why I don't watch a lot of movies. If I watch a movie, my mind is usually drifting away, just thinking about everything else going on in life, in the universe. But if I'm watching the movie, and I'm also like grinding Arena at the same time, then I'm only thinking about the Arena and the movie. Like there's enough to distract, like there's enough to keep me focused on just those things. And sometimes I better pay better attention that way. Oh, you didn't even get the 3-star Elsa? No. That was during Comic-Con and just... Nope. The 1-star roster can't be free to play. Exposed. Yeah, man. All those 1-stars. That's where the big bucks really went. Oh, God. Those 1-stars cost me like 3,000 units, actually, though. Oh. So sad. Do you cover the story events on stream? Like just doing the story on stream? Occasionally, but not all the time. Like the actual story, like Act 6, I've done all of that on stream, but like the story in regards to like the monthly event quest, no, most of the times I don't. I'll do like an energy dump, usually like once a stream, just do like a path. But I don't normally do like the full monthly event quest on stream. Switch to full suicides for the first time, and Arena is so damn easy. It feels like I can do it one-handed. Yep. It's a huge deal, man. I think people underestimate how much suicides help in the Arena sometimes. I don't know. I mean, the Arena is obviously still doable without suicides, but and if you're looking like strictly at that like time, where it's like, well, how much time are you saving? You're saving time, and maybe it's not the craziest amount of time that you're saving, but it's enough time that you're saving that it is something that you can feel, and maybe more importantly than like the amount of time that you're saving, is you don't really have to bait out specials nearly as much. Once you're on the infinite streak, you don't really ever have to bait out specials. You're never really in danger of pushing the special 3. So you can kind of take that worry out of your mind. It's a lot less like mental energy when you have suicides on, I found. And yeah, it just makes the overall experience way better, way more fun. When's the next item stream? I'm just waiting to not be sick anymore. And at this point, I'm probably going to have to wait for AQ to be over as well. So hopefully once this round of AQ is done, I can get in there. To me, arena is just some macro nose. Meanwhile, I have 2 hands firmly gripped my phone, sweating. I don't lose my combo. Fitz! Hey man, there are those times for me too, but my best advice is to try to get to a point where it can be more of background noise. Coworker asked me about the YouTubers on MCOC. I mentioned you, and he asked, wait, is that the one who doesn't watch movies? Really? Wow. I guess it's known, huh? ABG, if I use suicides just for arena grind, do I need willpower? I want to save units. Technically, no, you don't need it, but there are times where in the arena you're going to get slapped around a bit, punched in the face, and yeah, it's nice to have willpower. It's nice to have that healing going. But for the fights that you're not getting hit, you'll still end the fight with like above 50% health without having willpower on. It'll be fine. If I normally recommend people who are unlocking suicides to unlock willpower first, but if you're really trying to be as efficient as possible and get to a point where you're flying through the arena as fast as possible, then it actually is better to just unlock the suicide masteries first, and then unlock willpower at a later time. It actually is like you know, because I mean the faster you increase your damage, the faster you'll be getting units overall, and then of course, you know, the faster you unlock that willpower. But yeah, chicken noodle soup. You know, I'm really not a big soup guy. Laura's been taking care of me. So yeah. Hopefully, with Nurse Laura on the job, I won't be sick too much longer. BG is Omega Red. If any good without suicides, he's okay without suicides, but he really shines when suicides are on. Do you feel like they need to update the loyalty amount you can gain with donations? I find myself pretty low, often while picking up 3 min and class boost for Alliance War. I do wish there was a better way to get loyalty, yes. I've been staying afloat myself without with like carefully using the 3-minute boosts. I try not to use them a lot, but you know, of course, some fights really call for it. I mean, I guess that was their intention. Is like, well, you can't have everything, and at least they made it so that you can donate with units for loyalty. But yeah, I do wish there was a better way to get the loyalty. But I've been personally staying afloat with the loyalty because of Kabam somewhat frequently deciding to have free Alliance Quest weeks. I wonder if that was part of their intention when they first updated, or when they last updated or I guess when they first came out with map 7, I should say. The other maps aren't that bad. It really is just for map 7, I feel, an issue with the loyalty. I mean, I don't know if, I guess I haven't asked people running like map 6 and lower and stuff if they have loyalty issues, but the cost of it really doesn't seem too bad. And I can imagine, like, there's always going to be a limit on the currency. If you're buying tons of those boosts or something like that, then yeah, no matter what map you're doing, it's going to be a problem. But I feel like with map 6, for example, you could still buy a pretty decent number of those boosts to the point where it shouldn't be much of a concern. Oh, chicken noodle soup, running gag of the cat birthday PG, trying to start the next troll. Aha. Okay, I see. Oh man, crap. There was something else I was gonna say and totally just slipped my mind. About the loyalty stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what I was gonna say, but I don't know. It's nice that you can use units to donate with, but yeah, I wish there was it doesn't feel like the greatest system in MCOC. It feels like there's room for improvement, I guess. What is the best way to earn 4-star champions? Well, one of them I was just talking about is to play the arena. Play the arena, get the premium hero crystal shards, pop those suckers open. They will, it's a good way to get 4 stars early on. And then you can get 4-star shards from monthly event quests, some alliance-based activities, kind of playing the game in general. Never sell your champions. Anytime you duplicate a champion, you get some shards of the next higher star type. BG, what do you think about the defense tactics update? I saw that there was an update, but I didn't read it. You know what? Let me go to the forums real quick and see what the update is. What it entails. Alliance Force 13, small defense tactics update for Siphon and Flow buffs. After reviewing data for defense tactics following Season 11-12, we will be increasing the potency of 2 of our more underutilized and underperforming buffs, Siphon and Flow. I was a little bit worried that we're going to start doing this type of thing. Just buffing up the lesser used globals. Just makes war more difficult, so right away I'm not psyched about it. But let me see what the actual changes are. Siphon. Villain defenders recover 2% of their max health with each landed strike, and recover 0.8 max health with each block strike, increased from 1% and 0.5. Okay, that's probably still not a big deal. I don't think people are going to choose Siphon, right? Maybe they would, but I don't know. Maybe it is a bit. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to tell. Here's the thing about like life. What's it called? Here's the thing about when the enemy gains life, like those type of effects in the game. There's like a certain threshold where it really starts to matter. If they're only gaining a very small amount of health, then it's like it doesn't exist. But once it crosses that threshold of like, dude, I'm just like I almost, it's like I can't out damage the damage I'm taking type of thing. So I don't know where that threshold lies. But I still think people are probably not even going to pick Siphon. Could be wrong. And anyway, Flow is the other one. Critical strikes against controlled defenders grant Power Flood, causing them to gain 15% of their max power over 20 seconds, increased from 10% of their max power over 20 seconds. Okay, that's probably fine, too. That one I don't think was too big of an issue. It's kind of hard to say. I have an incomplete perspective on these things because I I haven't done every single path in War. I haven't tried every combination of Defender and stuff like that. Um, so, I don't know if any issues are going to crop up where it's just like, okay, great, this made this Defender super OP in this situation, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. In general, I haven't been super psyched about defense tactics, period. It's kind of something that the Alliance War dev at Comic-Con was talking about, even, where I guess they said that the goal was to kind of make Alliance Wars feel more dynamic and less that it's just like, okay, this is already a good defender and now this is just going to make them even better. Um, it sounded like their goal was to make some of the lesser known champions, or like champions that aren't known for their crazy defense capabilities, kind of buff them up a little bit, make them more interesting to fight. I don't know if they've really succeeded in that. I don't know. I don't know if they ever can, to be honest. It feels like it's always just gonna buff, like the hard defenders are always gonna be hard, and certain globals are gonna affect them and make them more difficult, and that's just the way it is. Cause yeah, man, like fighting Domino doesn't need a global, you know, but people are gonna pick globals that affect her just to make her that much more difficult. Okay. What, hold on, I saw something, while at the forums, leave Man-Thing spotlight open. Can't say I've ever seen a spotlight with more dev notes. Interesting. Let me go check it out. I haven't looked at it yet myself. Champion spotlight. Oh god, I don't even remember how to get to the champion spotlight. It's not in this area. Oh. Is this new? Did they always have a champion spotlight section of the forums? Spotlights have their own sub for months now. Well, I guess that shows how frequently I look at these things. Oh man, okay. Alright, Man-Thing. Champion Spotlight. 10,590. It's pretty decent prestige, but for any like top 10 alliance, it's gonna be not good enough. Well, Man-Thing has one of the largest base HP pools in the game, and its signature ability gives it a consistent regeneration ability. Then Spice, with the fact it pretty much doesn't care about critical hits. End up with a champion who can still recover even after a couple of mistakes. In theory, it sounds cool. Man, yeah, he almost has 40,000 attack. Good lord. Just shy of 40,000 attack. Is he the highest, or I'm sorry, health. Did I say attack? Can you imagine if he had 40,000 attack? Is he the new highest health champion in the game? Did he surpass, it's King Groot, right? Wait, has 0 armor though? Oh, Jesus. Alright. Excuse me. There are a lot of dev notes here. Hold on, I want to see what his signature ability is. I have Mystic rank up gems, so King Groot is 39, 934. Damn, so King Groot still shuts this guy down. Dude, I want King Groot. I have him, but I want him high sig level. Alright, let me see. Signature ability. Okay. Man-Thing draws power from the swamp around it, empowering its strikes or healing its wounds. Okay. If Man-Thing is at or above 50% health, it has a 100% chance to trigger a Fury buff, increasing its attack by 275 for 10 seconds. Okay. If Man-Thing is below 50% health, it has 100% chance to trigger a regeneration buff, regaining about 800 health over 10 seconds. Members note, again, we have to keep these to only a single stack. That's what I was wondering, if it's a single stack or not. Or Man-Thing's propensity to throw many special attacks had things spiraling out of control, but that also means it's very possible to have one or the other of these buffs active for most of the fight, giving a noticeable bump to Man-Thing's damage and ability to come back after a tough fight. Man-Thing was out in the, what's it called? Man-Thing was out in the content creator thing, right? I really haven't looked at almost any content creator, not just CCP, but just any MCOC videos, period, for a while now. Just because of like traveling for Comic-Con. I've watched a few since I got back, but I still gotta get back in the swing of things, trying to keep up with what's posted. And I totally missed anything that may have been posted about this guy. 5% HP per special. He does have 2 ways to boost attack by 80%, other than those Furies. Okay. That Fury sounds pathetic. I almost wish that it didn't even exist. While at or above 50% health, you gain 275 attack. Who cares about 275 attack? I'd rather just have the health gain at all times. That really kind of annoys me about the champion, actually. Makes me not want to go for him. Because if I'm at 55% health, I want the heal, you know? I wish that number was like, if you're below 90% health, you get the heal instead of 50%. Alright, anyway, this is too much to read right now. Let me get out of here. Sorry, guys. Just sitting here reading silently. Hey BG, maxing out 4 stars, God tiers, or ranking up 5 stars, mediocre champs. What do you suggest? You just gotta rank. You always rank up the best champion they have, regardless of star type. But the best champion is not determined by like tier list or anything like that. The best champion is the best champion that you need. So let's say you need someone that can reverse healing. If you have a 4-star Void compared to a 5-star almost anyone else, then you're going to want to rank up that 4-star Void. Don't worry about the fact that they're missing a star. If you need that champ, rank them. If you do not have a need for any champion, 4 or 5-star, then yeah, use any surplus resources on ranking up 5 stars, getting those higher, just for the future and stuff. Mainly remarking the amount of dev nodes. Sorry, no, I knew you were. I was just I got distracted myself out of curiosity. BG decided to use my 3-4 tech gem 5-star my unduped Sentinel versus my duped 5-star Darkhawk because I have a 6-star Darkhawk. Think Sentinel, even unduped, will help with 100% variant 3 run. Thoughts? Yeah. Sentinel, even unawakened, is very powerful. So yeah. I don't think that was a bad choice. I got a 4-star Luke Cage. I want to take him to rank 3. Is that a good idea? Yeah, Luke Cage is a great champ. I want to know best way to get 4 and 5-star Awakening Gems because I want to awaken my 5-star Corvus and 4-star Warlock. Well, Awakening Gems, excuse me, They're a hard to obtain resource in this game. You have certain special events that will come around that will award awakening gems. You can find them in certain quests in like the story mode and stuff, but there's not too many there. 5-star generic from the end of Act 5 and Labyrinth of Legends. 5-star random crystals and a couple of spots as well. Kind of the same deal with the 4 stars. And then eventually, or every so often, Kabam comes out with offers that will sometimes be for money and will sometimes be for units that contain those things as well. And the next big one that's coming up would be Cyber Monday. We're also likely to get probably a pretty decent deal before Cyber Monday, just to try to clean out people's units beforehand, type of thing. Or money, whatever. And then yeah, Cyber Monday is going to be probably a pretty big offer. Will 2.6 be enough for Human Torch? No one knows. I recommend going higher. Last round, Torch went for 2.7. So I would definitely recommend going higher. But no one knows if that cutoff is going to go up, if it's going to go down. All depends on what scores people are willing to put up. ABG, how have unit pulls been out of uncollected arena crystals? I've hit quite a rough patch lately, about 650k open, only 150 units. Oof. That's rough, dude. 150 units out of 650k. Wow. That's pretty bad. I mean, it's always an up and down thing. Sometimes I get really lucky, sometimes I get really unlucky, and sometimes it's right in the middle. It's been about average recently for my openings. Average being about 1,800 or so units per million battle chips. Hopefully you have some better luck on your next openings. Are uncollected arena crystals better than normal ones? It's all the same. Technically, the uncollected ones are slightly better because it has the same chance for units in the long run, at least. You're opening up fewer crystals, so technically it's might be a little bit more common to see streaks of luck or bad luck. But the units still come out to be the same in the end. However, the uncollected arena crystals will give you more gold. It's slightly more gold. It's not like you get more gold when you pull gold from the crystal, but you have a much higher chance to get 4-star Punisher out of the crystals. And whenever you get 4-star Punisher, if you already have them, then you get 24 ISO bricks that sells for 60,000 gold, compared to, you know, the equivalent in the arena crystals is basically getting the 3-star version, which when you get the 3-star version, you only get 2 ISO bricks. And that will not net you 60,000 gold, let me tell you. So, yeah, I always recommend going for uncollected, basically. Not to mention the uncollected one has a chance for the 5-star too, which, hey man, free 5-star would be sick. It's very rare to go though to get the 5-star Punisher. Question BG, did you hear anything at Comic-Con about another Summon Appreciation Calendar or Summon Appreciation Week? I did not, but I also did not ask them about it. If I had to guess, we'll probably get another calendar next year, but I don't think they're going to run it year-round. Gee, is the website still a thing? Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's not a thing right now, and it hasn't been a thing for a while, but it is still something that's being worked on. So, yeah. Let's pull 2.2k units from 100 uncollected arena crystals. You got lucky. You got above average. Very nice. Currently sitting at 6 million battle chips, 7,000 units, 4 million gold. No reason to pop yet. Nice, man. Keep banking it. Keep on banking it. At some point, Kabam will release offers. Maybe Cyber Monday. and you want to pop those things open, grab those units, but the longer you can hold out, the better. Yo, BG, what's your masteries right now? Would they be the same if you were going for a featured? Yeah, I have max suicide masteries. I also have maxed out coagulate because I'm running champions in alliance, in alliance quests that don't have immunities. Some of them at least. So I've maxed out coagulate to help balance that out a bit more. And yeah, if I was going for a featured grind, yeah, I wouldn't change my mastery setup. Just you know, having suicides, the rest doesn't really matter that much. The rest you'll see very, very small time differences. Like technically, you'll be stronger if you have maxed out recoil for arena, but that that rarely comes into play even. Most fights, if you use a special, the enemy's just dead either way. So it'll save you, you know, a few seconds every however many fights. Oh god, I'm not doing. Speaking of saving time, I'm not activating my fury. I should have been. Done messed up. You know, things like that. There are always ways to make small optimizations, but nothing even comes close to comparing to just having like maxed out suicides. The rest of your build largely does not matter and should just be kept to you know, whatever's going to help you elsewhere in the game. BG, did you ask about the potion problem in Alliance War? I did ask about potions in Alliance War, yes. It was not in the Alliance War video that I made because the potions are more of like the economy side of the game. Not necessarily something that is in control. 'Cause, I mean, it's not just Alliance War, it's Alliance War, it's Alliance Quest, and yeah, I guess that's determined by other factors than like the system designer. It's out of the control of the system designer. But I did ask about them. I don't remember what was said. It was basically just that, what I just said, where, you know, there wasn't really much to say on it because the you know, that person wasn't there to talk about it. I probably could have asked the executive producer about it a bit, since he kind of I don't know what the right way of saying it. I want to say like oversees all departments, but I don't know if that's exactly right to say. I don't know. Anyway, I probably could have talked to him about it, but I didn't. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much for them to say. We want stronger potions. They apparently don't want to give it to us. You know, what else could really be said? When holding my gold crystals like usual, waiting on another 20% gold summon a week. Think I'm wasting my time holding them? You know, actually, that you know what? So the 20% boost thing, that did come up at Comic-Con. I didn't ask about like a calendar, but I did kind of ask about the 20% boost. To see if we were going to get that or if that was just out of the question. And they didn't say one way or another. They gave one of those little sly answers like, maybe you should pop your crystals, maybe you shouldn't. Like, I don't know. Like, I think we're going to get one for the anniversary of the game. If we don't get one, though, then by that point, it's not happening anymore, and yeah, pop them. But if I had to guess, I would say we'll probably get one for the anniversary, which is early December. I think December 10th is their exact anniversary. Best way to get ISO, need some to upgrade my champs to take on Act 5. Also best way to get lots of gold, because ranking 5 stars are expensive. well, you're in luck. Sort of, at least. The best way to get gold is also the best way to get ISO, the arena. Never sell your champions, and you get... I mean, the best way to get ISO is just by duplicating your champions. You can't run any quests repeatedly to get large amounts of ISO. You know, when questing, you get the crappy ISO. You get the generic ISO. You don't even get that much of it. And yeah, it's in many ways a waste of time and energy compared to the arena. If you run the arena and make sure that you're never selling your champions, and the larger your roster is, the more likely you are to duplicate a champion whenever you're popping a crystal open. That's going to give you the class type ISO. It's going to be cheaper to use to rank up your champions. You're also getting battleships all this time, and even just gold from the milestones themselves. So yeah, you get both from the arena, and that is the best way to do it. If you don't like arena, well, then you might be screwed. Your next best option would be to spend some money, pretty much. You could, like I said, the best way to get ISO is just by opening up crystals, and yeah, you could also buy crystals, but and avoid the arena that way. But if you don't want to buy crystals, hit the arena. Did they say anything about Christmas gifting? You know what? I did ask about that too. They said they were trying to bring it back, but they also said, like, the #1 most important thing to them is to do everything they can to prevent, like, the fraud that was going on with that stuff. So they couldn't confirm whether or not, like, it was for sure going to be back for Christmas, but they said they're trying to, which, I mean, makes sense. Like, it's, I mean, pretty much everybody that I know, at least, or that I talk to, likes the gifting event, including Kabam, you know, because Kabam, they make bank from it. And for players, it's pretty fun getting to, like, trade crystals and stuff like that. Even if, I don't know, not everybody takes part in, like, a big way, but there's always, like, some, you know, some free crystals, and then, I don't know, man, 'tis the season, right? Just something about, like, that holiday season where, I don't know, man, you get in, like, the mood to, like, gift stuff, you know? It just kind of feels better. What happens with Summoner Advanced rewards? I'm not sure what you mean. Did you not get the Summoner Advanced rewards last week or something? Who would win, King Groot versus Ghost, then Omega versus Ghost? Is this just like a Marvel Universe type question? Like in the comics, who would win? Or like who would win if players are playing those characters? The answer is anyone who's on the left side of the screen, if they're actually fighting each other. Player is always stronger than the AI. Well, maybe not always, but in terms of like ranking those champions, they're all powerful champions. Omega Red is, I'm sorry, King Groot is typically seen as the weakest of those three, though. Whereas Ghost and Omega are some of the strongest in the game. Hate Labyrinth of Legends so much right now. Yeah, Roboto. It's annoying as hell, dude. Super annoying. Actual people, not AI. Well, I mean, there is no, like, actual people one-on-one in this game, you know? But, you're always fighting the AI. But, yeah, I mean, Ghost is the strongest champion in the game as far as I'm concerned. Omega Red is extremely powerful, too. And King Groot is just underrated. That dude is also powerful, but he's slow, so people generally don't like playing him, including myself. I generally don't really want to play a high-level King Groot unless I am going through a quest, a very difficult quest where I don't mind taking my time a bit, and then I think I'd actually really enjoy having a King Groot quite a bit. Freaking Ultron, man. Ah, Ultron, dude. He's got his evade and the Labyrinth evade to watch out for. BG, is Omega worth a 4-star generic gem? Have the right masteries for him? Yes, absolutely. One slight concern about Awakening Omega Red is that at a low Sig level, you're not really gonna notice the Awaken ability so much. You know, you gotta Sig him up a little bit. As a 4-star, you know, if you can get him to like Sig 30 or higher or something like that, then it's absolutely worth it. If you can't, it might be worth waiting until you can get a few more Sig stones, and maybe you'll awaken him naturally and save that generic for another champ type of thing. But yeah. Do you watch other MCOC YouTubers? Yeah. Although I was just saying I've been a little bit sidetracked with life the last couple weeks, so I'm kind of backed up. Haven't really caught too many MCOC related videos recently, but no, I watch a ton of different MCOC YouTubers. I'm subscribed to, oh god, I don't know how many at this point, like 40. There's definitely more that I'm just like not even aware of, that I haven't seen their videos, but I don't know what the number's at these days. There's a lot though. Not all of them make videos anymore though, so some of them are like I'm subscribed to, but they haven't made a video in a long time. ABG, how's the champion spreadsheet going? I missed them. The champion spreadsheet, so I haven't really been updating it. I haven't updated it in recent times here. It will get a big update soon though. My anniversary for the game is December 5th. That'll be my 4-year anniversary this year. Started playing about a year after the game came out. And yeah, I'm gonna update the spreadsheets then. I have a little bit of an issue though. I had like you know, the whole Microsoft suite, the Word, Excel, and all that stuff. One time, well, I got an extremely strong discount one time, and I just got like 4 years worth of it for this crazy low price. But if you like pay, excuse me, oh man, sorry about that. If you pay like full price for all that Microsoft stuff, it gets so expensive, man. It's I hate how expensive it is. Like they're good products, they're good tools and stuff like that. But the monthly cost is just not worth it. I can't justify it. So that recently expired, like right before Comic-Con, and I will have to transfer all my stuff over to a different platform. I could use Google, or I know there's like Libra, I think it is, whatever. I used to use that on when I had strictly a Linux setup. So it's not a huge deal, but I've actually really liked having Excel over using like the Google Sheets stuff. Like it's definitely good enough, and for free I'm gonna use it, but I just wish it was like a I wish it felt like a fair price, because I don't mind paying for something, I'm not like you know. I'm free to play in this game, and in general, I'm pretty cheap in life, so I don't spend a lot of money. Period. But I'm not opposed to like spending for a good product. For example, like the video editing software that I switched to, DaVinci Resolve, you can use that for free, and like all the stuff that I want to use basically comes in the free version. Or there's like a one-time purchase for $300. No monthly cost, no, okay, you have to upgrade each year type of thing. It's just one time $300. Dude, that is such a bargain compared to all these other services for how powerful it is. And I feel like that's such a fair asking price of, you know, to like help support them and stuff like that. I have no problem paying $300. Even if I'm not necessarily going to make use of the majority of those features that it unlocks, you know, just because I'm a little bit more on like the simple side of things compared to like a full movie production type thing, you know. But yeah, I wish it was something like, because I already paid so, like, even at the extreme discount that I had for like 4 years of for all the Microsoft stuff, I still paid a pretty decent amount of money, you know. And it just sucks that, like, I don't use it a ton. I feel like I've already paid them enough to like keep using it, but hey, they don't see it that way, which it's fine. Just have to use something else. You should be able to get a free version of Microsoft Office. It won't be the master version or whatever, but it's not needed. Is there a free version? Maybe look into it. Did you buy the student edition of Microsoft Office software, not the Microsoft 365 PS ripoff? It's a one-time purchase of a disc or download. I'll look into that. Hey BG, do you think Hulkbuster deserves the buff? Yeah. I think Hulkbuster's pretty cool. It'd be cool to see him more widely used in the game. I wanted Black Panther to get the buff. If it was my pick, instead of like just a community vote, then I would have picked Black Panther. That said, I never even voted. I never voted. I never made a video like campaigning for Black Panther to get the buff. It didn't really matter to me all that much. Which of the 6 got buffed? What's up, Last Arnie? My friends text your instead of your, but puts extra letters in so because he's so happy. This is why everyone hates you, Justin. Oh man. Oh man, damn it, Last Arnie. You already made me cough yesterday. I'm good. I'm good. Oh man. Dude, God. It kills me sometimes seeing stuff like that in text. I always feel like movies are kind of over the top with it. You know, you ever watch a movie that has like where they show like the text on screen, and they make sure that like every single thing is like, you know, like number 1 instead of typing out 1. Which yeah, I'm sure some people do that, but like I don't know. In the movies, they kind of go over the top with it a bit. I have a Cosmic Awakening gem on my second account, but really don't want to use it on Hype because I always use him on my main. Alliance is asking me to upgrade Hype for Alliance 4 defense, and I don't want to. I'm duped. I don't have any good 5 stars other than Voodoo. Don't know what to do. That is a tough call, man. I could totally see that. Hype's a great champion, but yeah, I mean, what's the point of a second account if you're just using all the same champs? It'd probably be more fun to use a different champs. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough situation you got yourself in. Have you told them that? Maybe just be honest and be like, hey, you know, let them know that you'll rank up like the next good defender or something like that, but you're just, you know, you want to save that cosmic gem for another champ, type of thing. Maybe just being honest, they'll be all right with it. I don't know. Yeah, I voted for Black Panther. He was my first 5-star and got me through a lot of content early on. Still haven't duped him either. He's, you know, honestly, Black Panther. I remember like an alliance mate, one of the OG alliance mates, that's still in for Loki. He used Black Panther to get like his legend time. I think he even used them through Labyrinth of Legends. He kind of sucked, but it felt like after 12.0 at least he was a bit more usable. But he always kind of sucked, and I mean compared to like the best of the best, and I don't know, like I don't know a ton about Black Panther, but I do think he's a pretty cool character. From the little bits that I do know about him. So I feel like he deserves to be stronger. It would be cooler. Plus the skill class in general, it's not the worst class. They've got some powerful options for sure. You know, Aegon when it comes to long content, Nick Fury when it comes to everything else. Killmongers. There's definitely some decent ones in there. But I feel like it could use a bit of love. Google Drive tools are free and they're pretty powerful. They can do most what the Microsoft tools do, and some things they don't do. Yeah, honestly I probably will just end up using the Google stuff, but I will look into the Microsoft like student thing or whatever, because I don't know, there is something nice about those programs that I like versus the Google alternatives. It felt like, I mean, they're older. Felt like they're a bit more polished. Maybe they just felt better because they weren't web versions. Sometimes web version of things have different limitations. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Would you pay $85 for a 6-star ghost? I would not. No. 6-star ghost, amazing champ. But I kind of have this thing where I don't spend money in this game, so go against my rules. Hashtag buff Karnak. Oh, I would love to see a Karnak buff. Make the dude on my poster feel good. As if dudes on posters can feel. Do you think Night Thrasher deserves rank up if he's unawakened 5-star? In my opinion, no. If I remember correctly, his awaken ability adds a lot of damage to him. I think he gains attack in some way. I don't remember exactly how, but Night Thrasher, in my opinion, is already the type of champion that barely deserves to be considered for ranking, even when he's like at his strongest. Max Sig, you have the champion, like you have Darkhawk to go along for synergy purposes. Even then, he's like an afterthought consideration for me personally. I know some people like him, but in my opinion, you're gonna want a bunch of other champions ranked up first before you can consider ranking up that dude. Unless you have a specific need for him, right? There's always exceptions to, you know, to every rule or guideline or whatever, but yeah. Google stuff is nice to have when you need it. but I hate the formatting for stuff. Microsoft tools are just so much cleaner. Yeah, yeah. It does feel that way. BG, how about this? Would you pay $1 for a 6-star ghost and world peace? Oh my god. World peace, you say, huh? Oh man, I'd really have to think about it. I don't know, dude. It's a tough sell. Does anything else come with that, or is it just the ghost and world peace? You get like some sig stones, couple of 30% champ boosts, or maybe a level 2 potion or two. Tough call, Mike. I'd have to sleep on it. You're really underestimating Night Thrasher. Well, it's just my opinion. I've seen everything that Night Thrasher can do. I think he has his uses, but I think there are stronger champions at the end of the day. I would not invest my resources into him. But if you want to, hey, be my guest. Your catalyst, your sig stones, all that stuff. Like Night Thrasher's graphics, but I'm struggling to play effectively with him. Yeah. He's tough to maintain. Like, he has potential, but it's kind of difficult to get the most out of his potential. And it feels like other champions just do it so much easier and have higher potential at that, you know? It's like you're working just to get up to these other champions' levels that you don't have to work for in a lot of ways. APX Predator sending over $2. Thank you very much. Saying BG spend 1 cent to get Ghost 235 200. Eternal Bliss. One penny? Canadian or American? I gotta know. 1 penny for a maxed out Ghost at rank 2. And Eternal Bliss. Wait, does Eternal Bliss mean like you're gonna off me or something like that? It's the only way to have Eternal Bliss. Is to end the suffering. I don't even know. God, this went dark so fast. Holy crap. It was such a lighthearted comment. Excuse me. Damn it. Show me the ghost first. I don't believe you. Show me the ghost. But Apex Predator, thank you very much for the 2, dude. I appreciate it. Think Massacre is a highly underrated character? I agree. I love Massacre. I would much rather have a Massacre than like a Night Thrasher personally. Loves me some Massacre. Doesn't do anything exceptionally well other champs already do. Pretty much. I mean, in my opinion, the best part about Night Thrasher is that he has Incinerate immunity. He's got a couple of other things. Like, that's not his only utility, but there's not a ton of champions with Incinerate immunity. But if I need Incinerate immunity, Night Thrasher is not going to be my first go-to champion. I'm going to look to champions like Ghost or Torch or I think Sunspot, right? God. That just goes to show like how little I actually need Incinerate immunity, or Void. But it just goes to show how little I actually need Incinerate immunities. I don't even know half the Incinerate immune champs. It's such an infrequent thing that comes up. Help! Prepping for variants in Act 6.2. Who should I rank up to 565? Awakened Omega, Unawakened Sim Supreme, Unawakened Warlock. Probably that. Probably that Awakened Omega. Unawakened Warlock is interesting too. He's an XL champion. He is a tech champion. Could be pretty useful for Variant 2 and 3, and even the second chapter of Variant 1. But Omega Red, it's a beast. So yeah, I'd probably go with Omega Red first, and then Warlock. Sim Supreme's a good champ too, but yeah, those other ones will probably get more done for you in this game. Regardless of how you feel about them, Knight, Thrasher, and Massacre have the most enjoyable heavy attacks, especially with the volume up. I don't know if I've ever heard their heavy attacks. I mean, I must have, like, watching other people's streams, but I play in total silence. Even this stream, there's the sound is on, but it's on for you guys. It's silent for me. There's no sound going through these headphones other than if somebody sends over a super chat, it makes a ding. But that's it. BG could excuse me. Could able to knock down 75% health 5-star Medusa 45 with my Iron Man OG. Unawakened Special 2. I'm shocked. Is it a glitch? I don't know. I mean, Iron Man Special 2 does do decent damage. But 75% of a 455's health with just one Special 2. That sounds like more damage than expected. I don't know. When you do a more Act 6, hopefully after this round of Alliance Quest, I'm waiting to not be sick anymore, but it's taken a while to recover. Oh god, I'm getting wrecked. What the hell? Dude, get out of my face! This is Gulk locking me down in the corner. Suck it, dude. BG, if it hurts that bad, there are places you can go in Switzerland that can help. Wow. Is that a thing they do in Switzerland, if I'm understanding you correctly? Canadian government don't make pennies anymore, BG. Oh yeah, good call. Lags was making fun of Lags was making fun of this great land, this great country, while he was visiting. It's like, dude, pennies. You guys still have pennies? It is kind of ridiculous. I don't know why there's still pennies, but yeah, there's still pennies. MCC is boring at the moment. No new content to do. Wait it out. There'll be new content in the future. I don't know if you saw their 6-month roadmap, but the rest of Act 6, another variant, follow-up to Labyrinth of Legends. They mentioned some other stuff too if you're not quite at that point in the game. I'm not sure where you're at, but for like the people who have completed everything, at least there's that stuff coming. I can't remember all the other stuff that they announced in that 6-month roadmap, but yeah. Making fun of our pennies, SMH. I know, dude, right? BG Vision 440 4-star or Hawkeye Max 4-star who's good in Road to Labyrinth. They both can be useful. Also, I'm confused again with Infinity Man, Sentinel, and Nebula. We discussed yesterday. Maybe the best option for Road to Labyrinth completion. If I remember correctly, you're the person that has Corvus, and you have Corvus and Proxima, right? So Nebula is probably going to be the way to go, just because you're going to be using those champs probably. I wouldn't worry a whole lot about Road to the Labyrinth, dude. Road to the Labyrinth, the rewards compared to how difficult the content is, the rewards are not great. And unlocking Labyrinth of Legends doesn't really mean anything. You shouldn't really step foot inside of Labyrinth of Legends in my opinion, until you have a rank 5 5-star champion. I'm not saying you can't do it with lower ranked champs. Plenty of people have before rank 5s were a possibility. But I don't think there's really any reason other than desperation for like some of the Labyrinth rewards, if that's just really your only way. Like if you were like desperate for the tier 2 alphas or something like that. I don't think there's any real need to go into Labyrinth of Legends without 565s. And Road to Labyrinth, yeah, like I said, the rewards just are not great. So you can delay that content, and you can, like, going in there with 440s. I feel like that's a mistake. Road to Labyrinth should have like minimum of 550s. And even then, like I said, if you're not going to do Labyrinth of Legends until much further on, then it just doesn't feel worth it. You might as well wait and save resources. Because Road to Labyrinth is seriously difficult. It's pretty damn difficult content to get through. It's been a little while since I've done it and like done a comparison to like the first couple chapters of Act 5, but I want to say like Act 5 is easier. Maybe not all of Act 5, but like getting uncollected, I'd much rather get like uncollected than do Road to Labyrinth or something. What's up, BG Hector? What's going on, man? Pennies are great. They are the currency that sounds most like penny. Oh, look, a penny. What? I probably have like over 3,000 pennies in my room right now. Do you? Holy crap, dude. I don't have much for change. I don't use cash a whole lot anymore. Oh god, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Let me be quick on this mute button. No, I think it went away. Yeah, I don't use cash for a whole lot. Or haven't used cash for a whole lot for a long time. Dude, and back when I was using cash, oh jeez, excuse me. I was cashing those pennies in. I was cashing those pennies in constantly. Constantly walking over to the bank with their coin machine. Converting those things. So those BS spiked armor and safeguard nodes that make Road to Labyrinth so annoying. They're just tough fights in general, you know. That certainly adds to the difficulty, but like those nodes you can play around. Like lowering the enemy's defensive ability accuracy covers both those nodes, basically. But just certain combinations where like certain champions they have, like actually Spite is really tough to deal with. It was especially difficult when the content first came out, as there were a bit fewer options. And hold on, I gotta mute this. God, dude, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this cough, man. Alright, anyway. There were fewer options, and people didn't have as strong of an understanding of how to get around it. Good God. Let me mute this one more time. BG, you dying? I think so, dude. Yeah. But anyway, Road to Labyrinth is just tough. Wish I had Omega and Namor back when I did Road to Labyrinth. Those champions help a ton. Back when BG was using cash, it was at the strip club. BG accepts all kinds of pills. Wow. Well, you're not wrong. BG, I think you need to take some rest. I've been resting, dude. I mean, other than these streams, I've just been laying around all day, napping, trying to take it as easy as possible. It's just... fighting that cough almost gives the impression you're trying to fight throwing up. Are you hiding how drunk you are? Well, I'll tell you, you're half right. I'm not drinking, but sometimes it does feel like I'm gonna throw up. I actually had the thought, like when I muted the stream just now, I'm like, oh god, I can't throw up on stream. That would be really bad. It might also be really funny because I feel like it would create a meme of, like, you know, someone will post like a new offer in the line chats, and then they'll post a picture or a little clip of me puking or something like that. So it could be funny, but to be honest, I really don't want to throw up. So yeah. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah? Alright. BG acquires some, what is this? Mullein leaf, and make a tea with it. It will suppress your cough and soothe your lungs. I like how you said to acquire it. It made it sound like it's something that can't be just purchased through like going to the store. Like I have to find someone on like the top of a mountain or something like that to get this. Oh man. After this fight, I think I'm just gonna go spin a crystal and end the stream, guys. I'm sorry. It's about that time anyway. It's getting a little bit late, but I was planning on streaming a bit longer, but it's getting kind of bad at the moment. So yeah. Read one. Alright, hold on, Hector. Let me see. About it, hey, wanted to stop by to say hello. Hope everything is alright. How's the weight loss since NYCC? Hasn't been good, Hector. At NYCC, it was great. Oh crap, did I just rejoin this fight? I did. Oh well. At NYCC, it was great. I wasn't measuring anything, but I ate... I was definitely eating, like, good proportions. You know, I wasn't overeating, ever. And for the most part, I was only eating health food. As you know, like, I didn't get pizza with you guys and stuff like that. Occasionally, I was eating, like, had, like, a couple bagels throughout the entire trip, but I didn't even, like, put anything on them. But anyway, it was great during NYCC, and then I got sick, and, well, I had big plans for, like, exercise when I got back, but I really don't want to do that. Kind of just want to rest. I'm still trying to eat relatively cleanly, but yeah, man, I've just been in rest mode. So some of that weight is honestly probably coming back from over the weekend. Come on, units. Give me that 225, baby. Look great, NYCC, BG. Looked like you lost a lot of weight. Well, thanks, man, but I don't think I was down any weight like at Comic-Con. I mean, I had started eating healthy like when I got to my parents' place out, you know, after the final Summoner Showdown. So it's not like I was on the health kick for that long. But oh man, one of these days I'll get a handle on it, on my health. and actually exercise and all that good stuff. That's always what it comes down to, man, is I just hate exercise. I really hate it. So if I can do that, the eating thing I can, I'll be alright with. Michael Scalfatos? I should have probably just stuck with Michael instead of butchering your last name. But thank you very much for the 2. Saying get some Robitussin and go to bed. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. We got Invincible here saying you could do a BG. Thanks, man. Good to see you, dude. There's 2 from It's Me For Real 2 as well. Another 2, I should say. Saying second to last. Alright. I'll check it out. Give me 1 sec. It's Me For Real. Second to last. Here we go. BG question. Is it better to hoard 5-star shards for a big opening, or open them when you have enough shards for one? I'm still missing many of the most useful champs. In general, it's better just to pop the crystal when you get it. Sometimes it can be worth waiting until a certain champion gets added to the basic pool, though. And yeah, like, let's say Warlock. Warlock, I don't think it's in the basic pool yet, right? He's probably not too far away from being added to the basic pool. If you're like, dude, I just really like Warlock, it's in general probably not gonna kill you to wait a little bit of time till that champ gets added. You can't wait forever. There's always going to be cooler and cooler champions that get released, and champions that are like, oh damn, now I want to wait for this champ, I want to wait for this champ. So, you know, don't sweat it too much if you just pop that crystal open. But yeah, in general, that's the only real reason to hoard, if you plan on spending them on the basics. That is, if you're waiting for a featured pool, that's a different story. And then the other reason I hoard personally is just because I find it fun. I find it more fun just to pop open. I try to save for like 10 plus, but I don't always make it. Just because, yeah, like I said, it's fun. But that's pretty much it. Otherwise, there's no real reason to hoard. You never know what's behind that crystal. It could be something that could help your progression immediately. The more champions you have, the more kind of okay it is to hoard, because you're less likely to be hindering yourself. But yeah, thank you for the now $12, dude. Really appreciate it. How do you explain a map design flaw to someone who doesn't play the game? Can't explain to Kabam how they messed up the path theme aspect of Nightmares in Section 3 for this variation. Can't explain to Kabam how they messed up the path theme aspect of Nightmares in Section 3. I don't know. We can maybe take a look at that. Cole, remind me tomorrow, and we'll take a look at that. I'd have to look at it a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna head out for the night. Peace, Aegon. Talking to Hector. That's funny, man. Rest of Nita stayed same weight, maybe lost some NYCC, ate about the same or just under where normally. At NYCC, fat, calories for health, exercise, and types of food. Okay. Cool. Hulk in Section 3 on 126 has the opposite node he should have. Interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to head out, though. Hopefully tomorrow I can suppress this cough a little bit better. Orange Juice, send it over too. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, glad I could catch you. Have a good night, man. Orange Juice, thank you very much. Appreciate the 2, dude. Always good to see you, man. Alright, yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, though. Whoa! Hold on. Someone just pulled a 6-star ghost. Alex, congrats. Good stuff, man. Alright, have a good night, though, everybody.